Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. I'll title this one their portion in the earth is cursed. Their portion in the world is cursed. And this is to Esau, and and to the wicked Esau. Everything that they got is cursed. It may not show it right now, or they may be on top right now, but it's cursed. You see, they with them in rulership and dictating policies and government and owning everything. Their portion in this world is cursed. They've robbed, they've lied, they've murdered and stole everything. And like basically, going back to I was looking at one of the NFL coaches, was it Dennis Green? He was a coach. He was a Jake. I think he coached for the Minnesota Vikings, I think it was. But he said they are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. And it just basically, as far as Esau, reading with the Lord bringing out the scriptures and exposing Esau, and it's manifesting and it's showing right now. They are who we thought they were. You see? But I want to get a quick script. I don't want to make this too long. I want to read an article because we're going into this pandemic has extended, and the worst is still yet to come. It's popping up more and more as far as these different infections that's going on. People, the world is in 2/3 of you, Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You're not seeing this, man. But they're just slowly, just stirring the pot, because there is more. We are extending through the pandemic, and we're going into a lockdown and martial law, and they're gonna bring that CHIP, that RFID, that chocolate chip in, that technology. This is it. These are the days. These are the days that we're in right now, the latter end days. But I want to get a quick article. I got a couple quick articles. Then I got a few precepts, and I'm gonna close out through the power and the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI. And this is in May, and this is what CNBC, and it's Bill Gates of hell, and he says Bill Gates on the C-19. It says, I don't want to be a voice of doom and gloom, but the worst could still be ahead. You see? It says, it says after more than 2 years of C-19, Plenty of people are lowering their guards, and that's what's gonna happen. 2 years ago they shut down, they locked down everything in a blink of an eye. They did it in a blink of an eye. You see, now they didn't open it back up, and you're able to go to your sports game and back to normal. Take off your mask. You know, Esau he has set it up beautifully. But this is through the power and the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI. He didn't lie to everybody. He didn't made everybody take that take that juice, that beetle juice. Everybody, a good majority of this planet they've tasted that juice, you know, that good old beetle juice. They done tasted it, and some of them done had it 2 or 3 or 4 different times, 5 times. They done tasted it. They're good and ready to go, juiced up. You see, but it says, after more than 2 years of C-19, plenty of people are lowering their guards. But the pandemic isn't over yet. Bill Gates warns the worst might still be ahead. It says we're still at the risk of this pandemic generating a variant that would be even more transmissive and even more fatal. The billionaire Microsoft co-founder and public health advocate told the Financial Times on Sunday, "It's not likely. I don't want to be a voice of doom and gloom, but it's way above a 5% risk that this pandemic, we haven't even seen the worst of it." You see? And this is what the Lord said, man. I'm going to come in like a thief in the night. This was back in May when he said that, but they locked down and did all the juicing, from 2 years ago even till now. But now, they brought that funky monkey back, or they brought that funky monkey in. And I want to get a quick article on that, because this is it. This is it right here. This is it. This is it right here. It says this is it, and this is finna wrap it, man. It says, and this is ABC News. This is a couple days ago. It says, physician caring for infant hospitalized with funky monkey in Washington State details care of young patient. It says, in the U.S., in Babylon, in America, the U.S., in the U.S., at least 18 children have now tested positive for funky monkey. And if you don't know what the funky monkey is, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But this is it. This is it. As we get closer into the fall and get closer into winter, this thing is going to get ramped up. And through the power and the spirit, the kids get this funky monkey, and the children, the lockdowns is coming. They coming, because they're gonna pump it up. The Babylon, you Babylonians, you Americans, they've opened everything back up. In that time of that early pandemic, when it first hit, people were nervous and praying to the Lord, and they please, let us live, and they doing all this, soul searching, and soon as everything opened back up, they thank the Lord, and I can go right back on into the world and doing my wickedness. Yeah, some of them hear the word, but they're not doing it. The Lord he did that for a reason. That was a sign. This time, no, the word is out. That happened with that pandemic, in the first lockdown. That got everybody's attention, and the word really has gotten out. Now the word is completely out. There's no excuse. And there's only a little bit of time through the power and the spirit of the Lord. You see, And I just did a video on the video on signs, man. He's giving you signs, and and this is a sign, man. He told you he's coming like a thief in the night. It says, although thousands of Americans have tested positive for monkeypox since the outbreak began, this past spring, only a handful of pediatric funky monkey cases have been identified across the U.S. Across the country, at least 18 children in 10 states have now tested positive for funky monkey, according to state and local health officials. And little is known about most of these cases due to concern over patient privacy. See? Call Halayim La YAHAWAHSHI. Now, here it comes. Here it comes, because like the Lord said, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come. And the destruction is coming. It's coming. So let's go to I'm gonna go to Job 24 and Job 24 and 14, and it reads, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy. You see, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief. You see, and that's what Esau does. He rises up early in the morning. Every time he wake up, or he's trying to exterminate Jake, man. This is the whole plot. This is the whole plan. You see. Let's go to Psalm. You see, and Jake, Jake then got juiced up, man. Jake then got juiced up. Jake then took that the sniffles. They got some, took the little sniffles. They didn't got juiced up, and they didn't got sniff tested. You see, because Jake wants to Jake wants to party and have fun, and they think a worldly Jake. They want to get into have some fun, especially if you're doing business and stuff. You're gonna have to take that stuff, man. You're going to have to take it. If you got some type of local business or some type of business going on, you want to travel in and out of the country and different little things, you gotta take one or the other. You gotta get juiced or sniff tested. Let's go to Psalm. But that's what Esau is doing, man. He's trying to exterminate Jake. This thing is a 24/7 with him. Psalm 37 and 12. Psalm 37 and 12. And it reads, but the wicked plotteth against the just. You see, they're plotting. Esau moves in secrecy, man. He's not going, Esau is a complete, he mafioso, man. Organized crime. You see, they're not going to just come out and just full-fledged do it like that. They're going to set you up and do it to where, they leave no fingerprints, and that's what Esau is, man. He's a organized criminal, and this is what America is. America is one big giant crime scene. It's a big freak show, you see, and this is why the Lord got to take this place out, man. This is why he got to remove Esau out the way, and you other nations thinking that all these other nations, across the world are thinking that they got next, in rulership. This is it for man. This is it. Esau Edom is the last man, the man to rule in rulership as far as physical, human mankind. You know, after this is YAHAWAHSHI's and Israel's kingdom, man. And it'll be like that for eternity. This is it. It says, the wicked plotteth against the just, and that's Israel, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. You know, they don't show no mercy, man. It says 13, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his days is coming. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The Lord is laughing at this because Esau thinks that he's going to go full-fledged with his plan. You know, you already see Esau trying to go in space. You see Esau trying to do all these underground bunkers and, you know, setting up these war plans and stuff like that, and got this pandemic. You know, they're in there, you know, rubbing their hands together right now, Esau. You know, and pretty much they didn't turn the prices up, and, you know, they're breaking the people, you know, and robbing them of their money. You know, now they setting up this digital currency. The CHIP is coming. You know, these prophecies are moving at a you know, you know, extreme high speed right now. You know, Esau's not playing, man. Over there in Europe, they're already going full-fledged steam with their this digital currency. It says, but the Lord is laughing at Esau right now, shaking his head like, I'm gonna shut you down. It's like playing. It's like you having your little, you know, 3 or 4 year old daughter, and, you know, dad is playing, you know, outside with the little 3 or 4 year old daughter playing some basketball. You know, you let her, you know, get past you, and then, you know, as soon as she tries to throw the ball, you just swat that ball down. You just you're like, you just set it up. And that's what the Lord is doing. He just setting up Esau for the KO. This is going to be a first round knockout, 10 seconds, not even 5 seconds. No match. It says 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. You see, Esau has all these plans to exterminate Jake. They're coming after Jake. That's why the Lord calls it Jacob's trouble, man. He's coming after Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Esau is coming after, he's coming after Israel, man. He coming after Israel. And these are the days too. They coming. You see, Esau got it set up nice and perfectly where everything is back open and just living your life, partying, and, you know, they're defunding the police. Let the people do what they want. Give them some leeway. You see, Esau is a organized criminal. 15. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. See? And that's why Esau, thinking that he's going to get away with his own wickedness. And he just setting himself up, man. Let's go to, you got a couple more, and I'm going to close out. Job 18. Job 18 and Job 18 and 6. Job 18 and 6, and it reads, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candles shall be put out with him. You see, in America's light right now is pretty much being put out, man. Because you got all this stuff going on. You know, you got homelessness. That's a problem. These Edomites and these other nations are complaining about you know, people sleeping in their buildings, and people sleeping in front of their businesses. You got crime. You got these all these infections going around. You see, and you know, economy is shaky. You know, gas prices, rent prices, food prices. You know, this is just going to increasingly get worse, man. This is going to get worse, and pretty much this is ultimately going to come back on Esau. You see, because you're going to have sedition amongst men. You have people rebelling against, you got insurrections against the government, you know, race riots. All this is all coming down the pike, man. Let's go to, I got one more I'm going to close out. Isaiah. We're going to Isaiah 59. And I'll close out with this because you know, ultimately Esau is going to go full-fledged with his and the Lord's going to let this happen to a certain extent, but Esau is going to you know, all this order out of chaos, order out of chaos. You know, that's what Esau wants, and it's going to be that too. It's going to be chaos. But like I said, ultimately, he's coming after Jake, after you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He's coming after us without a question, with all these bioweapons and, you know, the chaos and, you know, the famine. You know, yeah, he's coming after Jake, man. You know, the martial law, you know, the persecution of the saints, you know, all that's coming, man. All of it's coming. But you know what? The Lord is dealing with the elect, and he said Isaiah 59 or 59:19, 15, yeah, Isaiah 59:19, and it reads, so shall they fear the name of YAHAWAHSHI from the west. The name, and that's what the hopeful elect have, man. They have the name Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, and the Father's name Yahweh. You see, you other Jakes, you 2/3 Jakes, and these other people are calling on, you know, Jesus Christo, you know, Caesar Borgia. That's who they're calling on. But the Lord said, so shall they fear the name of YAHAWAHSHI, the Lord, from the west. This is the west. And his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And that's that spiritual power that's coming. That's that spiritual power that's coming. So Esau, he don't even understand, you know, with him trying to go into space and, you know, speed up and do all this famine and pandemic and, you know, put this technology in everybody, this RFID, you know, this chocolate chip into everybody and, you know, bring forth his martial law. The Lord said he's going to lift up a standard when the enemy come in. There's spiritual power coming. You see? And it says 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them, the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3 of Israel out of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, unto them that turn from transgressions. See, and this is what Jake, 2/3 of you, Jake, don't want to do. You're not turning from your transgressions, your sins. You continue to gangbang. You continue to do drugs. You continue to steal and rob and lie, commit adultery. I mean, all under the sun. Continue to eat all the abominable foods. You know, you don't pay attention to none of the scriptures. But the Lord said, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob. This is who the Lord is dealing with. Jacob. Against, or Shalakia, in Jacob, Seth, YAHAWAHSHI. So, you know, Esau, go ahead and continue to speed this thing up. Speed it up, because the faster you do your agenda, the faster your downfall is gonna be. And we're watching and we're witnessing it. And that spiritual power is coming to some of the men in the hopeful elect. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. But I wanted to just go in on that, and spirit hopped on me. Hopefully you're edified. I don't want Ratazah come back with another lesson, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Shalom, Israel.